which is very good, inshallah. So, as I promised that we will go through this incident that happened, we are going to happen, inshallah, before the Qiyamah. And the reason is this is the time that we want to soften our hearts. We want to make sure that we go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We want to make sure that we seek aid from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and help. And these are the times that a person should run to the one that they hope from. These are the times that you should at least raise the level of your iman up. These are the times that you should make yourself abandon certain habits that you were doing even by accident, even you didn't like them because they're good. So these are times that hearts are very open and soft, that you can see yourself, you can help yourself raise yourself to the level that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be pleased with you. And they said that in times of difficulties, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will choose people in that particular time and raise them and put them among the awliya. So we want to make sure that with the young age that we have, we take this as advantage, inshallah, raise the level of our iman up, benefit ourselves, and ready, inshallah, for whatever to come bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. As you know, it's very relevant because we're going to start talking about Al-Mahdi al-Muntazar. Mahdi al-Muntazar, as the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam indicated in his hadith, that he will come in a time that the whole entire world will be covered with corruption, with destruction, with people, cheating one another, with people offending, killing, and all those things will be happening. So there will be a lot of chaos, in the dunya. And subhanallah, if you see today, there are so many things that are going on. Even if you just follow up with it, you get confused. You see people, are being killed, from their homes. People are being shot and they don't know even what they have done. People are being bombarded with helicopters, with jet fighters and all those things, and they don't know exactly what have they done. They don't know. They have no idea. People can go to sleep. People's wealth, belongings are being taken, unjustly. So many things are happening that you just, go back to the hadith of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, when he said the whole entire will be surrounded with corruption and things that are not good. So when that happened, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said He will send Masih. The Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said Masih al-Dajjal will be Mahdi al-Muntazar will be sent to bring justice to the earth. And you see the environment today. You just wanna, as a Muslim, you just wanna wish to witness those days, because when the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam talked about it, he said he will come, and he is gonna come from the east, particularly from Mecca, and he is from the lineage of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, And one of the reasons I want to also bring this is sometimes you may see people who, say we are, we can call them shurafa, we are, the descendants of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. You cannot deny it, you cannot reject that, because everybody is entitled of, putting themselves where they belong, but also it's prohibited to put yourself somewhere that you don't belong. So this is the principle that we should maintain. So of course that will be kept, the lineage of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam is still there. He said Masih al-Mahdi al-Muntazar will come, and he is going to come from me. which means from my lineage. It's going to be from my children, and his name is going to be Muhammad, just like my name, and his father's name also is going to be Abdullah. Abdullah. So his name is going to be Muhammad ibn Abdullah. Muhammad, the son of Abdullah. And I want to bring this because, you know, you're going to see people who claim that they are Masih al-Dajjal, people who already claim in the past that they are Masih, they are Mahdi al-Muntadhar. Mahdi al-Muntadhar. But you have to take this as a knowledge, as a principle, as a guideline. Mahdi al-Muntadhar is righteous, and his name is Muhammad ibn Abdullah. He's known in the Kutub al-Hadith, in the Hadith books, a text that his name is going to be al-Mahdi. So, in Masjid al-Sunnah one time, actually we had two people who came and claimed they are Mahdi al-Muntadhar, and this made me laugh, because whenever you have the correct knowledge, no one can misguide you. No one can play with you. No one can just come and throw things, into you. A person came to me in Masjid al-Sunnah. It was like snowing about like, I think 7 to 8 feet on that Fajr. He came to me at Fajr. He said, Sheikh, I said, Naam. I'm saying this, maybe you don't know the person, I'm not going to mention the name, but just giving you an idea so you don't fall into some tricks. He told me, Sheikh, I said, yes, this is the first one. I want to listen to him. I said, where? He said, I bought 2 horses. I wanna ride one and you ride the other one. I said, why? He said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he sent Musa alayhi salam, and he accompanied him with Harun alayhi salam. So I want you to be to me just like Harun to Musa. I said, what are you saying is above Isis. I don't get it. He said, Masih al-Mahdi al-Muntadhar has came, and my name is, I am al-Mahdi al-Muntadhar. I said, okay, so I'm not going to Mahdi al-Muntadhar, so why do I have to go with you? And by the way, what is your name? He gave me a different name. He said, my name is so and so. I said, Brother, Assalamu alaikum, I think you need to go see the doctor because you are not. And I told everybody that this person needs to go to see the doctor because of he's not well. So this is, if anything happens without knowledge, you can slip, you can start thinking, but with the knowledge, you are safe, you are protected. This is what the Prophet ﷺ is referring to. He said, ﷺ, if you hold on to 2 things, the Quran and the Sunnah, you will never misguide it. Then, after 2-3 years, another person came and said, Shaykh, Assalamu alaikum, after al-Fajr, he said, I want to give a glad tidings. I said, Alhamdulillah, that's great. Especially if it is right after Fajr. He said, I am Mahdi al-Muntadhar, and I want you to support me. Oh, I said, what is your name? He said, my name is this and this. I said, okay, but that is not Muhammad ibn Abdullah. But he said, no, if you translate that, it means Muhammad ibn Abdullah. I said, brother, that doesn't work. Go see the doctor. So in this case, we are learning, knowing, and protecting the religion. So, so the knowledge you need to know is authentically, Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Mahdi, his name is going to be Muhammad ibn Abdullah, and his mother's name also is going to be Aminah, just like the Prophet ﷺ's mother. When he comes, he is going to come to Mecca. He's going to call the people. And also another lesson that we should learn, he is going to go to Mecca and call the people to pledge their allegiance for him or to him. So today, if you go to different places, for example, you go to Al-Qaeda, they said, oh, we are the chosen group, we will fix the whole entire war and all those things. You go to ISIS, they have their Khalifa, or they are their Mahdi al-Muntadhar. They're all hiding under this umbrella, trying to hack or to seize or to steal something that is not belong to them. So we have to make sure we have that knowledge to be able to tell them. So the mubaya'ah is going to happen in Mecca. People are going to come and make mubaya'ah. They pledge their allegiance to Mahdi al-Muntadhar. which is Muhammad ibn Abdullah, and they are going to, gather around him. He's going to call the Muslims to the truth, and he's going to establish justice. He's going to fight to support the truth. He's going to make sure that everything, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will support him, will bless him. The Prophet ﷺ said, when he established justice, he said the ummah, today the ummah Islam is very weak. It's very, very, very weak, whether we like it or not. But to be honest and to be realistic, we are very weak. We are fighting one another. We are fighting even within each other. We are fighting. There's so many things that you don't even know how to explain it. So many things that are going on. We are allies with other people fighting against other. It's just so complicated. So you don't know the translation of that. The same people are killing the same people. Leaders are killing their people. So many divisions that happens to a point that you as a youth, when you look at the Muslim Ummah, you just want to give up. You just want to say, these are the people that I partner religion with. What is wrong with them? Why can't they think? Why can't they use their Quran? Why can't they use the hadith of the Prophet They are misguided. That is misguidance. Misguidance brings corruption, and it brings a lot of problems. So, but when you look at it as a youth, you still have to have hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring good people. And one of those people is going to be Al-Mahdi. He comes, the first thing is going to work, and he's going to be youth. The first thing he's going to work on is to establish justice and truth. Treat people equally, fairly, and make sure that everybody's right, everybody get their right. So in this case, Muslims, even non-Muslims, will ally with him to make sure that they will go against corruption. So this is very important. It's a very piece of information that we have to hold on to, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give him barakah. The Prophet ﷺ said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will let the heavens to bring down the blessings, rains with blessings. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also will let the earth to bring out the blessings that is in it. It will come out. You will see amazing things. Whatever you farm, you will see amazing things. Whatever you touch is going to be barakah, is going to be blessing. They said at that time, people are going to be wealthy with righteousness. The Prophet ﷺ, he blessed, he only blessed and praised wealth. He said, نِعْمَ مَالٌ صَالِحٌ بِيَدِ رَجُلٍ صَالِحٍ. He said, a beautiful wealth with a righteous person. Whenever the person is righteous and have wealth, they become beneficial to the whole entire ummah. Even the animals will benefit from them. So at that time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring the wealth with barakah. Everybody's going to be righteous with also, alhamdulillah, a situation that everybody is going to be having something they can help themselves and help others. So it's going to be one of the best days on earth. The Prophet ﷺ said that justice, people are going to be happy, people are going to be making Hajj, Umrah, less disease, less worries, less problems. Then when that happens, Masih Dajjal is going to come. Masih Dajjal is going to come. Masih Dajjal is a very, very, very evil person. And I want to go details about him because the Prophet ﷺ, he said in an authentic hadith that there's no prophet except they warn their people from Masih Dajjal, assuming that Masih Dajjal is going to come, is going to appear in their time. Is going to appear in their time. Is one of the greatest, is the greatest, not one of the greatest fitna that will happen on earth, greatest destruction that will happen on earth. The greatest problem on earth will be the tragedy of Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal. It is the worst thing that can happen on earth. That's why the Prophet ﷺ, he even asked the people, the companion and the Muslims to seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to witness the time of Masih Dajjal. He said his fitna is going to rise to a point that a person will be a Muslim in the morning before sunset, they can be non-believers. Allah will give him power to confuse people, give him power to try the people to a point that is going to be very scary. But the good thing is, if you are a Muslim, inshallah, and you follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, do good before he appears, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you from him. So Masih al-Dajjal is one of the alamat as-sa'a al-kubra, one of the greatest, signs of the day of judgment. And all the prophets, they are afraid that Masih al-Dajjal is going to appear in their time. And subhanallah, they warn their people from Masih al-Dajjal. One day in Medina, and this is the beauty of Medina, subhanallah, the Prophet ﷺ was with them. Any fitna that they have, any problem that they have, the financial problem, political problems, diseases, trials, they run to the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ run to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and problem is solved. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them the Prophet ﷺ to be with them. Whenever they have something that they don't understand, they go back to the Prophet ﷺ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes will already give the answer to the Prophet ﷺ, or if he doesn't have it, he will go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will send Jibreel to give the answer. That was the beauty of Medina. There was no like these big buildings, tall buildings, luxury buildings. No, it was a very humble town, but very successful town, righteous people, good people. But it's only enough that the Prophet ﷺ was with them. One day, the Prophet ﷺ, he gathered the people in Medina. And it's like, nowadays, whenever something happens, the leaders, the people who are in charge, they come and have a press conference and give people the details, what happened. Sometimes it's correct, sometimes it's not correct. Sometimes they protect themselves, sometimes they defend themselves, sometimes they make it beautiful, sometimes they lie, sometimes they fabricate, a lot of things. That was not the case in Medina. Medina, everything was accurate because the Prophet ﷺ was talking. And he is taking what he's saying from the one that, created the heavens and the earth, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So one day he came, and there was a Sahabi. His name is Tamim al-Dari, Tamim al-Dari. He's a very great Sahaba. He said to them, when he gathered them, he said, today I gathered you, but I want to give you information that I was talking about. And one of the people among us also is talking about it because he has witnessed it. They said, what is that? And he asked some of them, he said, did any one of you laqiya Tamima ad-Dari? Did any one of you come across with Tamim ad-Dari ad-Ruqiyya? And take this name, maybe memorize it, write it down. I will have a question about Tamim ad-Dari. Some of them said, laqina. Very long hadith. They said, laqinahu ya Rasulullah. They said, yes, we come across with him. He said, hal haddathakum bi shay? He asked them, did he narrate to you anything? They said, yes, he did. He was narrating to us about Masih al-Dajjal. He said he met with Masih al-Dajjal. He met with Masih al-Dajjal. So they said, يقول تميم الداري رضي الله عنه. So Tamim al-Dari is narrating in this hadith. It's authentic hadith. He narrated this in the presence of the Prophet ﷺ, while the Prophet ﷺ is approving it, and also narrated exactly what he said. So he said, let's go to the hadith. He said, يقول تميم الداري رضي الله عنه أنه ركب سفينة. He said, one day I was traveling, and I end up, on a boat, but we get lost. 30, كنا 30 رجلا. We were 30 people, and we get lost. Waves took us, and we were lost. The food that we have, we use it for food, and we don't know where we were. Almost a month, we are in the sea. We're in the sea. Said then we came to we came to a place that we can see the sun, we can see the earth. We started saying, wow, where's this place? It's just like a small it throws to a small island. He said, we get off. فجلسنا قرب السفينة. He said, we came out, we sit next to the boat, and then some of them said, hey, let's go into this island and see what is going on here. We have never seen such a thing. Let's just go inside. He said, we went inside that island. فلقينا دابة أهلب كثير الشعر. He said, when we went inside, we met an animal that is covered with the hair. They said, لا ندري الدبر من القبر. We can't even recognize what is the front and what is the bottom, what is behind. Like, it's so covered with hair that you don't know exactly where the head is, where's there. And they said, well, and they said, oh, what is wrong with you? Man anta, who are you? He says, take this also name, is in Bukhari Muslim. He said, and that animal said, Ana, I don't know if animal, whatever it is, but he said dabba. In Arabic, dabba is anything that walks with 8 feet. That is dabba. That's why they said in Arabic, when they call, sometimes you call me sheikh. Some people in the back, they used to refuse being called sheikh, because sheikh in Arabic is not because of knowledge. Linguistically, it's because of old age. That's why they said, ليتني شيخا ولست بشيخ إنما الشيخ من يدب دبيبا. Said, you call me a sheikh, I am not a sheikh. Sheikh is the one that when they walk, they almost fall. They use their cane to walk. That's the sheikh. Don't call me sheikh anymore. So from now on, he don't call me sheikh. Okay. So this guy, he said, this dabba, whatever he is, he said, Ana al-jassasa. Al-jassasa. Jassasa is a name that is in Sahih Bukhari Muslim, and you will only find the meaning of jassasa, referring to this whatever it is, this dabba that they found in this island. And they never heard about it. They said, Wamal jassasa. What is jassasa? Are you one being? Who are you? And he didn't talk a lot. He said, أيها القوم انطلقوا إلى هذا الرجل. انطلقوا إلى هذا الرجل في الدير. Said to them, hey, you come with me to this person who is trapped into these mountains within this island. فإنه إلى خبركم بالأشواق. Said he is going to be very excited to hear your talk, to hear something from you. Okay. He said, why? He said, let's just go. He said, فلما رأيناه فرقنا أن تكون شيطانا. يعني في الحديث فرقنا منها أن تكون شيطانة. He said, when they saw him, they started doing ruqyah. They started saying, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Why? It was so scary. They thought that was shaitan. They started saying, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. And they said, what? Whoa. In America, when something scary, they say, whoa. Who are you? What is wrong with you? What is going on here? He said, we went close to him, we went inside the mountains. فَإِذَا أَعْظَمَ إِنسَانٍ رَأَيْنَاهُ قَطْ. We saw a giant person that we have ever seen. Never seen such a person. Big, wathaqan. He said he was tied up. He was chained. مجموعة يداه إلى عنقه ما بين ركبتيه إلى كعبيه الحديد. He said in the hadith that he was chained, his hands together, and then between his knees all the way to his ankles, and then that was rounded with chains, with very strong chains. It is very scary. Weird person, weird place, and a weird situation, and whatever he is. They said they have never seen that. قُلْنَا مَنْ أَنْتَ قَالَ مَنْ أَنْتُمْ. They asked him, who are you? They said, who are you guys? قُلْنَا مِنَ الْعَرَبِ. Said, we are from the Arab. قَالَ مَا فَعَلَ نَبِيُّ الْعَرَبِ أَبُعِثْ. now they are getting information that is very, very, very important. No one will be able to know this information because at that time, the Prophet ﷺ just migrated to Medina. There is no information can get to the person. He said, what happened to the Prophet of the Arab? The Prophet who is an Arab, what happened to him? Did he come out? Was he sent? They said, Na'am bu'ith. Said, yes, he was sent. He said to them, and what happened to the Arab? Did they believe in him? Did they follow him? Said, انقسموا إلى قسمين قسم أطاع وقسم حاربه. He said they were divided into two groups. One followed the Prophet ﷺ and one fought against him. Subhanallah. It's taking you back to the history. When the Prophet ﷺ came to Mecca, migrated to Medina, the Arab, they were divided because they are people who lived in the desert, in the Arabic Peninsula. What happened is other people, they supported the Prophet ﷺ, they migrated to Medina. And the other group, they stayed in Mecca and his own people, and they fought against him. So they divided the Arabs into two groups. One followed him and supported him, and the other one fought against him. This is stop his religion. So he started asking more details. There are palm trees that he asked them about. How are they doing? They said, oh, they're still producing. He said, very soon they are going to stop producing like whatever they produce. And he asked them about a lake that was around. He said, yes, it's still there. He said, it's very close that lake is gonna go. So he asked them, he told them, Inni mukhbirukum anni. Now he told them, after I determine the information that you give to me is correct, I will tell you, I will introduce you myself. Inni ana al-Masih. I am Masih. Wa inni ushiku an yu'dhana li bil khuruj. And it's very close for me to be freed from here. It's very close. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will free me from here. But inni asirun fil ard. And he said, I will be freed here and I will have the power. I will have the ability to control the whole entire earth. He said, فَلَا أَدَعُ قَرْيَةً إِلَّا هَبَبْتُهَا. He said, I will not miss a city, a town, except I will go into it. I will control it. I will conquer it. في 40 ليلة غير مكة وطيبة. He said, I will control it. I will conquer it. I will do whatever I want it. I will corrupt it except Makkah and Tayyibah. Makkah and Tayyibah. I will write Tayyibah here. That will be a good question that I will ask you guys. I will not translate it, but I will ask. I know some of you know what it is. He said, except Makkah and Tayyibah. Except we know Makkah, but Tayyibah maybe we'll ask what Tayyibah. He said, I will destroy it. I will corrupt it. I will seize it. I will conquer it, the whole entire earth, the whole entire cities, except Mecca and Tayyibah and Tayyibah. The Tayyibah. فَهُمَا مُحَرَّمَتَانِ. They are, protected. They are protected. He said, I will not be able to go inside them because they are protected by the angels. He said, وَإِنَّ عَلَى كُلِّ نَقْبٍ مِنْهَا مَلَائِكَةٌ. Every corner in these two cities, there are angels that are guarding it. They are standing there. Nothing evil. I will not be able to go into them. And this hadith also is in Bukhari, is in Muslim. It's hadith in Muslim, and also in Muslim. So then, let's try to know exactly the description. Let's say tomorrow, after a month or 2 or 3 or a year, Masih Dajjal comes. It's very tricky. What is he going to do is he's going to come to you as a prophet. He's going to come to you as a righteous person. He's going to come to you as an imam. He's going to come to you through, an advisor. So you have to know exactly who this person is. So the Prophet ﷺ described his appearance, the way he's going to he's going to look like. In a hadith of Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, he said, أنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رأى الدجال في الرؤيا. He said the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام saw Masih al-Dajjal in his dream, in his dream. وجاء في وصفه له, and the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام described him in his dream. He said رجل جسيم أحمر. He said to be a fat. Who is that person? This one second. This. Okay, we're good. So he said, okay, I'll move that person. So he said in the hadith Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, he said Masih al-Dajjal is going to be rajul jasim. Jasim is going to be very strong and hard, and a'war al-ayn. He is going to be, sometimes you watch these kids movies, and then you see a guy with one eye, and it reminds of Masih al-Dajjal. The Prophet alayhi salam said a'war al-ayn. He is going to have one eye, or one eye isn't going to be good. Isn't going to be. I don't know how they call it. Al-awra. I'll ask you guys how they call it in English, because you know it. So one is going to be a fat guy, very big, and one eye is going to be blind. It's going to be blind. Also, he mentioned one of the people that he's going to look like, which is Ibn Qutni. Ibn Qutni, he was a very weird guy, kind of dynamic, very weird guy. And the Prophet ﷺ, he doesn't have in between. Whatever he sees is what he's going to explain. That doesn't mean that it's from that person. But he said he's going to look like that person. He said he's not going to be tall. He's going to be not very tall, but not very short, but close to being short. And he said, alayhi salatu wasalam, that it will be written on his forehead, kafir. But in another hadith, the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said, the Muslims, the righteous people, will be able to see kafir on his forehead. But the people who are not Muslims will not be able to identify that. So he will trick them. So he will trick them, because when he comes first, he will act like a righteous person, like a da'i. That's the reason why, another lesson that we should learn from here. You see, if a person is a criminal, is bad, is misguided, is corrupted, they cannot corrupt a religion. No, they cannot corrupt a religion. A person who's smart, who is tricky, who has knowledge, these are the people who can misguide the people. And this is very, very, very scary in this time. Very scary in this time, because most of the times when we hear somebody who can speak very good, who have a lot of knowledge, who can bring, and it's very unfortunate because of them, who has a lot of knowledge, who can talk, but they have a hidden agenda, they can make many people slip. But how can you identify that? Is whenever you focus on where this person is getting his resources, his statements. It's from the Quran, you can just go there. It's from the Sunnah, you can also go there. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said in the Quran, warning us from the people who are very good in convincing. If anyone is convincing you, let them convince you to be upon the Sirat al-Mustaqim, upon the Sunnah of the Prophet alayhi salam. Because of the deen is very clear and easy. It's very clear and easy. If you want to make it complicated, you are bringing the complication from your own end, but not from the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why when the munafiqeen wanted to ruin the deen, when they intend to bring bad things into the deen, when they want to divide the people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِذَا رَأَيْتَهُمْ تُعْجِبُكَ أَجْسَامُهُم. If they stand to make a presentation, تُعْجِبُكَ أَجْسَامُهُم. So to munafiqun, تُعْجِبُكَ أَجْسَامُهُم. You will be amazed, of their appearance. وَإِن يَقُولُوا تَسْمَعَ لِقَوْلِهِمْ. Go to munafiqin. Read translation. وَإِن يَقُولُوا تَسْمَعَ لِقَوْلِهِمْ. If they talk, you just wanna just grab them and say, MashaAllah. تَسْمَعَ لِقَوْلِهِمْ كَأَنَّهُمْ خُشُبٌ مُّسَنَّدٌ. يَحْسَبُونَ كُلَّ صَوْتٍ عَلَيْهِمْ. Even if they talk, at the end of the day, they have no. So my goal is, we just want to make sure that we keep it simple. What is simple is to take people who just tell you. Sometimes it's boring though. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, the Prophet alayhi sallam says, very, very, very simple. Very, very simple. But, we want to make sure that we get that out there, inshallah, so we can be protected, because that is the only way you can protect your religion. Keeping yourself within the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, keeping yourself within the territory of the Prophet ﷺ. If you do that, you will be guided. If the wave is taking the people, the bid'ah, the wave of misconceptions, all these problems, you will be guided, inshallah. You'll enjoy your Eid. So the Prophet ﷺ, he described Masih al-Dajjal. So, and the hadith of in Bukhari, I still remember, Bukhari, hadith ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, he said, أعور العين اليمنى أعور العين اليمنى أنه عنبة طافية. He said, like أنها. He said his right ear is going to be blind. Right ear is going to be blind. And in this hadith of Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, Bukhari, he said, and on his face, between the two eyes, you will see kafir. You will see kafir there. You will see the letter kafir in Arabic. And somebody may say, hey, I don't know how to read Arabic. How would I identify that this Masih al-Dajjal, this Masih al-Dajjal? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they have a saying that it's not, ala itlaqihi, but they say, the Arab, they say this long time ago, they said, Man aasha ala shay'in mata alayhi. Whoever lived on something, they will die upon it. Which is not 100% accurate, because people can change at any time. But if you're used to something, like for example, I'm going to give an example, and don't be offended, okay? If somebody's smoking, don't be offended, okay? And again, don't be offended. I'm just taking an example. I wish I can have an example. If somebody's smoking and get addicted, to smoke, they love it. They feel like they should not be doing this. But subhanallah, you see them, they started smoking since when they're 16, 17, 20, 30, 40, 60. You see them 70 smoking. It reminds you of what they said. Man aasha ala shay'in mata alayhi. Because they lived in it, they're doing it, they're used to it, and it's too late for them. It's too late for them. So that's the reason why, if you're adopting something, make sure it's good. Wallahi, if you adopt something good, you enjoy life. To take something bad is very easy, but to get rid of it is very, very, very difficult. Now, my point here is, we just want to make sure that we adopt something that is very, very good. So, going back to the kafir, there's a hadith that is not authentic, that they said that the Prophet ﷺ said, I love the Arabic language. It's a hadith that is fabricated. They said the Prophet said it, but he never said it. They said that he said, I love the Arabic language for 3 reasons. He said, لأن القرآن عربي. Because of Quran, لأني عرب. Because he said, I am Arab, and Quran is in Arabic, and the language of the people in Jannah is Arabic. You may hear this hadith, is just put it aside. It's not a hadith. It's not a hadith. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he put the Quran in Arabic, and the reason behind it, he knows it subhanahu wa ta'ala, and all this and it. It does not benefit you because of your nationality or whatever it's going to only benefit if you learn it. If you learn it. So in the grave, we don't know exactly when the angels are asking you, What language are they going to use? We don't know. But we are sure that everybody is going to answer. If you are successful, regardless of what you speak, you're going to answer it. So based on that, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts you upon the right path, you will be, even if you don't know the word in Arabic or a letter in Arabic, inshallah, you will be able to read, inshallah, what is on his forehead. And the other thing is the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, even if you write alif, and he cannot tell you. Even if you write alif or a ba, he cannot be able to tell you. Even if you write his name Muhammad, he cannot. He cannot sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So he's illiterate. He cannot read or write. Subhanallah. So, when that happens, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give the people the ability to be able to identify him, inshallah, and to run away from him. So this is very, very important. But also another thing that I want to just put in there, inshallah, that is very important to learn the Arabic language, because it's a key, it's a door to the authentic knowledge. Because any knowledge that you have, is being translated, and if it is translated, then you will miss some essence of it. So learning it, inshallah. And I'm trying to introduce Arabic, inshallah, in 1 month, so everybody can be able to read. And let me know if you're interested, inshallah. It's going to be just the same thing online. We're trapped at home, inshallah. I'm planning to start it inshallah, next week. There's 2 classes, advanced and beginners, inshallah. The beginners will be just to focus on how to read the Quran, and the advanced one will, inshallah, learn the grammar. If you're interested, inshallah, let me know. And I'm trying to target youth and anyone who's interested, inshallah. So we know that he is going to have kafir on his forehead. In so many hadith ibn Abbas radiallahu anh, hadith ibn Umar radiallahu anh, all these hadith are, pointing that Masih al-Dajjal is going to have, something that you will be able to identify him as he is Masih al-Dajjal that will destroy and do a lot of corruption on earth, and he will go every city, every state, every country except Mecca and Taibah. The Prophet ﷺ said, لا يستطيع المسيح الدجال أن يفتن من قلبه مليء بالإيمان ولسانه عامر بذكر الله. This is a very important piece that we should take from the Prophet ﷺ. He said, and I will take me back also to, you adopt something, you keep something, you're going to be doing it, inshallah. You're going to be doing it. He said, he will not be able to harm, he will be able to misguide the one that, their heart is filled with Iman. Their heart is filled with Iman. Masih al-Dajjal will not be able to harm you or to misguide you or to pour his trials upon you. And the second principle is, وَلِسَانُهُ عَامِرٌ بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. وَلِسَانُهُ عَامِرٌ بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. And the person's tongue is also filled with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahi, sometimes you see people driving and saying astaghfirullah, subhanallah, Allah. Wallahi, subhanallah, very simple, very easy to say. But wallahi, if we know the reward and the protection and the blessings, we're creating, wallahi, anytime that we have the chance, we'll just say subhanallah, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, astaghfirullah, la ilaha illallah. These are things that some of the people will, wallahi, even if you push them or if they make a mistake, they say la ilaha illallah, subhanallah. Instead of and we have some youth, all of us, sometimes you push them, they just bring the nicest word that they have. It depends on how you interpret it, So, sometimes if something is firm into you, wallahi, when you make a mistake, when you do something by accident, when something, terrible happened to you, that's what gonna comes, from your mouth, because of that is residing in your heart. The Arab, they said, لسان الفتى مفتاح قلبه إذا هو أبدى ما يقول من فمه. They said, لسان الفتى مفتاح قلبه. Your tongue is the key to your heart. Whenever you talk sincerely, whenever your heart is talking, your tongue will go there. Sometimes even it will bring something that you were not, intended to bring out, because of the tongue goes and brings out what is in there, what is in the heart. So if your heart is filled with iman, one of the lawazim, one of the things that beautifies the iman is dhikrullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the top is the Quran. Then subhanallah, alhamdulillah, Allah Akbar. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's name. Just get used to it. Get used to it by now. The Prophet ﷺ said, if Masih ad-Dajjal comes, that is the result, that is the fruit of your iman. It comes out. If your iman is filled, if your heart is filled with iman, those remembrance that you do those are the fruits. Those are the fruits of your iman. He said, "Walakin yuftinu man qalbuhu da'ifun bil iman." Subhanallah, subhanallah. Not just the kuffar, but his target will be, the one that their iman is weak, their iman in their heart is weak. Subhanallah, subhanallah. Look at this zaman today. Look at this time. People, wallahi, if you just, look at the people, wallahi, we all know that our iman is not strong as the Sahaba. Our iman is not strong as the Tabi'een. Our iman is not strong as the Tabi'een, and even the Tabi'een. Our iman is not strong like that. And I'm talking about everybody. Our iman is not strong, wallahi. Our iman is very, 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 very weak. And the Prophet ﷺ said, Masih ad-Dajjal will give fitna, will misguide, will grab, will conquer, will control the people who have less iman in their heart. They are believers. They have iman, but less iman. That's what I translate to, I'm not a practicing Muslim. What you do whenever you want to do it, you don't do it whenever you want to do it. That is not a Muslim. If you're upon that, if a trial happened, unexpectedly, you will be drowned into those trials. You will drown into those trials. So if a Muslim should work hard to make sure that they limit themselves into these two things. They maintain these two things. They make sure that they upgrade anything that will lift and raise their iman, let them do it. And if your iman is up, it will bring out the dhikrullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Make dhikrullah subhanahu wa ta'ala something that you're used to. Everything that you do, make dhikrullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Dhikrullah subhanahu is filled in the salah. Every salah that you do, there's dhikrullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every prayer that you perform, you cannot perform without making dhikrullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Masih ad-Dajjal, if you maintain these two things, Masih ad-Dajjal is going to be protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the harm and the fitna of Masih ad-Dajjal. Inshallah, we'll stop here, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, to give chance, questions, and ta'aliqat, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And we'll continue, inshallah, about Masih ad-Dajjal, his death, and how he's going to kill him, and his end, and then, that is the next. So Al-Mahdi, the Masih ad-Dajjal, then we're going to continue, inshallah. So I will ask some questions, and you guys can unmute yourself if you want to answer the question. Bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. My first question will be, what is Tayyibah? He said that he will be controlling and conquering everywhere, every town, every city, every country, except Makkah and Tayyibah.
Madinah Munawwara. Madinah Munawwara.
Madinah al-Munawwara. MashaAllah.
Kaaba?
Yeah, the Kaaba, which is Makkah, and Tayyibah is Medina. Tayyibah is Medina. So that's why the Prophet ﷺ said, if any one of us wish to die, if they have how to put it, ability to die somewhere, to decide where to die, let them make it in Medina. Let them make it in Medina, because two reasons. Number one reason is Masih ad-Dajjal will not enter Medina and also Makkah. But also Medina has something else that Makkah doesn't have. Of course, the Kaaba is in Makkah and all those things. But by the end of the wall, there will be no value of the Kaaba, because Allah, there will be no Hajj. Everything will be destroyed. But the other thing, when people die, people of Medina, people who are buried in Medina, they are the first people who will be brought to life with the Prophet ﷺ. So they will be going to the place of Hisab with the Prophet ﷺ. I think that is very exciting. We ask him subhanahu wa ta'ala to put us with the Prophet ﷺ in Jannah. That is a Tayyibah. That is Tayyibah. Tayyibah is Medina. And Madinah khayrun law kanu ya'lamun. It's a great place. It's a place that the Prophet ﷺ loved the most. It's a place that, even the camel of the Prophet ﷺ used to miss when they travel. Qaswa, when they get closer, you'll see Qaswa jumping, and the Prophet will be very excited and say, Subhanallah, even Qaswa misses Medina. We miss Medina so much that even our ride, misses Medina. So I will leave you guys with questions, inshallah. Any question? Okay. Tariq.
Yeah.
You have to mute yourself, Tariq. Should I put pause or put stop?
You can stop now if you're done with the recording.
Yes, I am done. Okay, good. Any questions? Any suggestions? Anything? Let's talk, bro. We have how many minutes? A few minutes. I like when you guys talk, okay? Oh, we have 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes till we start the Ramadan program.
Question.
Go ahead.
So Sheikh, the Dajjal is gonna come before Imam Mahdi or after Imam Mahdi?
Mahdi is gonna come first, then Dajjal is gonna come. In some narrations, they says Dajjal is gonna come, then Mahdi is gonna come, but the correct is Mahdi is gonna come and establish, inshallah, justice. Then Masih Dajjal is gonna come to destroy that, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help Al-Mahdi to defeat him. Yes, because of the narrations are not, there's no timeline exactly for the narrations, why they kind of come together. But to combine them either ways, there they clash between Masih Dajjal and Mahdi, and he's gonna fall, in the hands of Mahdi in the presence of Isa, Maryam, well known in the Western as Jesus. And inshallah, we'll go through that, inshallah. Another question.
What are some signs of Mahdi al-Muntadhar?
Al-Mahdi al-Muntadhar? What are some of the signs of Mahdi al-Muntadhar?
Yes.
So Mahdi al-Muntadhar, number one, he is going to be from Quraysh. You know Quraysh, right? Quraysh is the tribe of the Prophet ﷺ. So he is going to come from the descendants of the Prophet ﷺ. Then his name is going to be just like the name of the Prophet ﷺ, Muhammad. Also, his father's name is going to be Abdullah, and his mother's name is going to be Amina. He is going to look like exactly like the Prophet appearance. Not very tall, not short, big beard. If you go to the hadith Abbas radiallahu anhu, you will see the description of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. He has a big beard that is and big eyes, alayhi salatu wasalam, and big cheeks, and there's a description of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. So he said he's gonna look like me exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Salma.
Sheikh, question. So which place is going to be from where is going to become where it can be seen first time, right? I mean, it's going to be Arabia, or it's going to be somewhere else in the world?
It's going to be in Masih al-Mahdi.
Yeah.
Al-Mahdi is going to be in Mecca first. He's going to declare his presence in Mecca.
Okay.
And people are going to go to Mecca and agree with him. All over the world, they're going to either go there or they send their, they send their agreement with him. And people are going to gather with him. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to go to Mecca, but they're going to be ally with him. They're going to, agree with him as a leader of the Muslims at that time. Nah. So last question, if we have any question, the last question.
What about the Dajjal? So Dajjal is going to be the where he's going to be, which place, right? It's going to be Dajjal.
Dajjal is in a place in Khurasan. I don't want to mention the name of country, somebody, but it's going to be between Afghanistan and Iran. It's going to come from there. It's going to come between Afghanistan and Iran. There's a river in that place that he's going to come from there, and this is where he's going to start. This is where he's going to start calling the people. But he will, in 40 days, he will conquer the whole entire world, because he will have the ability to hold on the sun not to move. So the day is going to be like 40 years. In the hadith, the day is going to be very, 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 very long. So that's the reason why, he's going to control, the whole entire world. He will corrupt, he will kill, he will do everything that he wants. But the only place that will be protected is Makkah and Medina, and he will be killed by and we'll have more details about it, inshallah, our next halaqah, inshallah. So I will see you guys next Friday. But just to let you know that I will be launching Arabic class, 2 levels. One, just beginners, inshallah, is going to be online. And I want to make sure that in a month, whoever is not able to read the Quran, inshallah, to be able to read the Quran. And the next will be, inshallah, the advanced, who at least have some Arabic background, will go through the grammar and improving the Arabic, inshallah. If you are interested, you can. How are we going to do that? My phone number is very busy these days. But anyways, you can call me. You can text me. I will put your name, because it's going to be very intense, and inshallah, I want to make sure that we all be able to read the Quran, inshallah, and I will be launching it by next week. So I will, if you don't reach out to me, I will not be able to add you into the list, because I will give you some information that you will be reading and all those things, inshallah, by next week, inshallah. So there's another youth program that is going to start, I think 7:45 or 40, to my knowledge, I think, is the Maya, inshallah. They're going to have the Kahoot with Rashid. So if you have time, if you're exhausted, inshallah, join them. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah keep all of us safe. May Allah protect us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove this virus from the whole entire ummah, the whole entire world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy and accept